for the men, and 2 semi-finals. Three heats held yesterday. The winner of each heat going through. Belarus, Poland and Hungary have got races, or teams I should say, through to that final. And so another 6 places to be found from the 2 semi-finals, and once again it's the top 3 that go through. Big field of 27 in the men's K2. Great Britain have representation in the semis. Cox and McKeever go in semi-final number 2, and so they've got a couple of minutes before they're in action. 1:28.48, the fastest qualifying time over this 500 metre distance. So they're covering 1,000 metres in less than 3 minutes, which is a pretty good distance running pace. Certainly doesn't match a sprint, but would match a club runner over 1,000 metres on a 10k race. And they're clocking between 17-18 kilometres an hour. So away they go, fast and furious in these opening stages. So important to be clean with the blade. One missed stroke and you can lose 1.5 meters. The momentum just dropping away. Good start from the Montenegrin crew in lane number 3. Let's hope that they haven't gone off too fast. Just look at the wave coming off the bow of that boat. That's supreme balance, lovely efficient power being applied by the Montenegrins in lane number 3. Filipovic and Zoric. Good battle with Portugal in the heats, and the Portuguese in lane number 6 on the far side now starting to show. Still very tight, but a couple of centimetres advantage to the team in lane number 3, but they're starting to tie up now as the pressure is applied in lanes 4 and 5. Croatia with the 2 Yanis's coming through strongly. Spain in lane number 5 also looking very, very good indeed. They got second in their heat with a time of 1:32. They made the Olympic final as well. There they are, and starting to turn it on. Looks as though they could well come through to win this one, but they've got some competition on the far side. The Portuguese have found some energy from somewhere. It's going to be tight. 6 and 5 almost certainly going through, and lane 2 as well. And lane 2 is the Israelis, who came out of nowhere. They were a good 7-8 meters down on the Montenegrins after the early stages, but the Israelis got the pacing absolutely perfectly. Filipovic and Zoric in lane 3, well, they got their moment of fame in the early stages, but faded badly. There they are, dropping, losing 1 meter every 2 or 3. A disastrous finish for them. The same story for the Croatians in lane number 4. They've tied up badly, leaving 5 and 6. That's Spain and the Portuguese to go through, along with the Israelis, who put in a very, very strong finish to overtake the Norwegians and the Danes on the far side. Norway and Denmark in 8 and 9 respectively in that run. So a great result for the Israelis. No surprise to see the Spaniards, who were very quick qualifiers. In fact, the fastest qualifiers in that group were the Montenegrins, so maybe they had the right to go off so fast. 1:30.8, but just tying up in the last 150 meters, and it's cost them a place in the men's K2 final. Well, it may only be 500 meters, but it certainly involves a degree of pacing. Different story in the 200 tomorrow afternoon. Should be able to survive that distance, pretty much going flat out. So there's confirmation of the results. Portugal getting the win, just ahead of the Spanish. And then, of